CM Punk with our Ariel Helwani on Saturday. Immediately after the announcement that he'll be joining the UFC, and he joins me now here on Fox Sports Live. Now that the initial buzz has sort of worn off, Punk, if I can call you Punk, how do you feel right now?
I still feel awesome, except don't ever make me listen to myself talk ever again. I don't ever want to hear that. I feel great. I feel absolutely great.
Saturday, you mentioned you stayed away from your Twitter feed, which absolutely blows my mind because I just can't do that kind of thing. Have you had a chance to check it now, see some of the reaction? And if you have, what's your thoughts on that?
I scrolled through it maybe once or twice, and nothing surprises me. Actually, I'm more surprised at the volume of positive tweets and comments, especially from a lot of the fighters. I think that is very telling. It's very awesome.
Okay, so you mentioned that. Give me some examples. Any specific fighters that you admire that you've heard from?
Well, I'm friendly with a lot of fighters, so when like Daniel Cormier, tweets something positive about me, that doesn't necessarily shock me. It makes me feel awesome. But somebody like Robbie Lawler, I've never met Robbie Lawler, been a fan of his for a very long time, and for him to tweet, hey, people doubted me too, they're going to doubt you. Just do your thing. It means a lot to me. I think obviously I'm a polarizing figure. I would have it no other way. People either love me and they want to see me succeed, or they hate me, and they either want to be part of my demise or at least watch it. And I'm just going to ride that wave.
There are some detractors for sure. No question about that. Why do you think they don't feel you deserve a shot in the UFC? And why do you think you do deserve a shot in the UFC?
Well, I deserve a shot in the UFC. Deserve, that's the key word, I suppose. I'm not really going to say that I do deserve it. I think time will tell if I deserve it or not. Respect has to be earned, not just given. I very much understand that. And I understand the perspective of a lot of the fighters. And some of them are just trying to jump on the bandwagon too, like call names, pick fights. That's what they're supposed to do. That's the fight game, and I appreciate that. So, I just roll with the punches. I'll take all the positive stuff and leave all the negative stuff behind.
You're putting a lot on the line here, though. You're so successful in the WWE. Is any part of you afraid of failing in the sport?
I don't think you can approach anything with such a strong fear of failure that it would prevent you from doing anything. There's a big chance I fall flat on my face on this, and obviously it'll be in front of the entire world, but that's never stopped me from attempting to do anything. You're talking to a man who crapped himself on national television before, so I'm ready to be embarrassed if it comes to that.
I gotta tell you something. That alone,
what are you gonna tell me?
That's giving you more fans just knowing
you just crap yourself.
I crap myself right now. I actually been crapping myself through this entire interview.
Oh, well, bro. All right, that'll make me watch the show a lot more.
Perfect. That's great. This is a promo right here from Fox Sports Live. We crap ourselves during interviews. Now to more serious matters. Your weight class. People want to know. For two things. Your weight class and where are you going to train?
Two unknowns. I'm not so much worried about my weight right now. I'm just trying to get into the best shape I possibly can. We're probably looking at 185. I've been called out, I think, by flyweights, bantamweights, featherweights, lightweights, everybody in between, all the way up to heavyweights. So I suppose everybody either needs to start bulking up or slimming down if they want to fight me at 185. It's probably going to be middleweight. As far as where I'm going to train, that one I'm not sure about. I think surrounding myself with the right people is a very key ingredient to this. I have to find a place where I'm comfortable to an extent, but taken out of my comfort zone, if that makes any sense to you. I don't want to step into a facility where there's people who have these negative feelings towards me and begrudge the fact that I've gotten this opportunity. And like I said, I completely understand their point of view. I just don't need to be training with somebody who's actively going to be trying to hurt me. I think I have a lot to offer MMA. I am going to be an awesome student, and I want to learn as much as I possibly can from a multitude of different people. Sticking close to home, Chicago is very important to me. That kind of narrows it down, but I'm also willing to sacrifice and go somewhere else. Right now, I'm just trying to double up twice a day, work on different things, and do technique things. I'm obviously not trying to full-on go crazy and spar with some killers, but that'll come when I finally settle down and pick a place. And I don't know where it's going to be. Horrible answer. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, it's better than my answer about my question about crapping my pants. You mentioned that sparring, you're not going to get too deep into that too quickly with anyone too crazy. You mentioned Rolling Stone, that's actually the weakest part of your game so far in the MMA. How much sparring time in general have you had so far?
Well, I mean, like full-blown sparring, like going in there and doing the most stimulating thing you could do besides stepping into an octagon.
Right.
I've only done that with some inexperienced people just a few times. So there's definitely. I mean, you said it. I mentioned in the Rolling Stone article that striking would be my biggest weakness. So sparring. When I say sparring with killers, there's a lot of guys out there that are amazing at striking, and I would love to learn from them, but I'm not going to be sparring with them, within the next 15 minutes or anything like that.
That's a good thing, because I'm going to keep you around for the next 15 minutes, so that would mean you're sparring with me. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, though, that's something you are comfortable with. What's your current belt rank?
Well, I've never even gotten my blue belt. I've trained so infrequently with Henner. I've never been in Henner Gracie out in Torrance, California. I've never been. It's just nothing that's come about, and I know that draws a giant target on my face, but I welcome that. I kind of tell everybody that I'm a white belt for life anyway. I'm always going to be learning, and I'm never going to try to throw that in somebody's face like, oh, I'm a blue belt. That means you're a white belt and you suck. I think a lot of people look at me in that respect, and I understand why they think negatively of that, but I got to be me.
Okay, I want to switch gears again. You're a huge Cubs fan. Ken Rosenthal, our Major League insider, broke the news yesterday. John Lester, he is going to your team. Joe Madden was so excited. He said it's the most exciting moment since his grandson was born. For you as a Cubs fan, it's been a long time with a lot of losing. How excited are you to get this star left?
I'm pretty excited. I was excited to get Joel Madden, and now I'm excited to get Lester. And it seems like a lot of key players are popping into place, but I am a firm believer in the Back to the Future prophecy where the Cubs win the World Series in 2015. So I am that guy that is going to say that this is, next year, it's our year.
Right. Was it Miami, I think, in Back to the Future?
The Miami Gators.
Right.
The Miami Gators.
They probably should.
So we just got to change the name of the Marlins. We just got to change the name of the Marlins, and we're all good.
Yeah, we'll all be riding hoverboards. And then the Blackhawks. We know you're a big Blackhawks fan. Great start to the season. I'm gonna get deep with you. Brad Richards, veteran center, joins the team. He's been great. He's had a couple of down years. Comes to the Hawks, he fits in beautifully. What is it about this team that allows a veteran like that to just come in and fit in seamlessly with guys like Taves and Kane?
I think there's a great mixture of experienced players and not so experienced players, but those not so experienced players are willing to, not so much take a back seat, but learn from the guys that have been skating longer than them. And I think it just makes this awesome synergy. I think Carcillo's been an awesome addition to the team, too.
Carcillo, I feel like, could eventually be in the UFC. I don't know how you feel about that.
I would corner that, man. Absolutely.
You stick around for a little bit. We're going to talk to you a bit more about your UFC debut and everything that's going to happen with you. Plenty more from CM Punk right here on Fox Sports Live. Coming up.
Coming up, plenty more.